go ahead and start recording this, and let me share my screen. Boom. So it is Thursday, August 27th, last live session that we are going to be having of the week. As you can see, got a little bit of a funky background going here on location right now. But yeah, how's everybody's trading week going? You know, this week definitely presented some opportunities. I've been getting in some good opportunities, some bad opportunities. You know, just like always, using risk management, taking it as they come. So, what about you guys? How are you guys holding up right now in the market? You guys having a good week, or let's hear some feedback from you guys. Boy, lost some cash. Okay, are you guys trading, or are some of you guys just analyzing? You know, just looking. What's your status? You guys live trading, demo trading? What are you guys up to? Live trading, hell yeah. All right, cool. Live, demo. Yeah, if you're not, if you're not live trading, be demo trading. If you're not demo trading, your answer should be that you are back testing. Started live trading yesterday. Nice, Abel. Good luck. Best of luck. We start off bad, getting better. Yeah, keep going. Keep taking positions. Thanks, mate. All right, cool. So, thanks for the feedback. You know, everybody, let's hop on now. Let's do some charts. Boom. Yeah, we'll do another giveaway today. As always, let's get started with DXY. You guys can all see my screen okay, right? You guys see my screen? All right, cool. All right, nice. Let's yeah, the giveaway, I'll announce the giveaway in a little bit. Let's hop on first of all to DXY. Let's look on the weekly time frame. We're going to start, as always, top-down analysis from the weekly, work our way down to the lower time frames. So on the weekly time frame, right now we are retesting this level of support that I have drawn right here. It's a very minor level, but we can see how we're respecting it, you know, pretty aggressively. You know, a lot of wicks in this area, a little bit of a doji candle. So this is all showing signs of reversal, guys. This is all candlestick analysis. So on the weekly time frame, I will look at a few things. You know, one of the things that I am looking for is overall trend. Overall trend here is bearish. Where are we in relation to these key levels? Right now we're below this key level. And then what is price action telling us? We are reversing. You know, we are showing signs of reversal. So down to the daily time frame, we're very similar to this area. We're just consolidating in this area right now. We're falling back below the moving averages. So we are red over blue. You know, we came up, tested this level, and then rejected it and fell back below. So we got Nick joining up. So I'm just going to unmute him.
Yo, my guy.
What's up? I think your audio is busted.
Is it busted?
Can you guys hear Nick?
Check. What's going on, everybody? Should be good.
Okay. Oh.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Interesting. No, you're good. I'm on video too. I don't know. I'm gonna just continue with my analysis, and then you can just hop on afterwards, and that's fine.
Perfect.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna get started again with DXY. I'll figure out my issues on my end when it comes to here, Nick. But yeah, with DXY, right now we're just rejecting this level, falling back below the moving averages. As I come to the 4-hour time frame, take a look here. Like we talked about on last live session, we got to just look at structure, guys. We got to look at structure every single time, and we got to stick to that. Whatever we consider structure, we got to be very disciplined and sticking to that. We can't change our mind every 10 minutes. So right here, we had red over blue all the way to this low, pulled back, made this lower high, boom, came back down, retested this low, and then we came back up. And I'm looking at the moving averages, guys. Red over blue, making it very simple. Establish this as a lower high, came all the way up to retest that level. And then now we're in much of the same. We're in a pullback, maintaining the moving averages all the way until this was formed. As soon as this formed, this was a nice lower high area that formed. We came up, retested that level, a lot of rejection. Right now, yes, we are in a little bit of a pullback, but until we break this upper level, as I always draw, until we break this upper level, establish a lower high, boom, up here. This is definitely still a downtrend all the way to the 4-hour time frame, and even below that. If I hit the 1 hour, 1 hour time frame, what we're seeing right now, guys, is we are seeing a lower time frame retracement. This has been forming lower low, or at this point, this was a higher low, but formed this lower high, came down, formed this lower high, came down, formed this lower low, retesting this level, a little bit of a gap right here, but hitting the 200-day, pulling back. Basically, even on the 1 hour, this is our structure point right here. This is what needs to be respected. I mean, we could see rejection at this level. We could see rejection at this level. It all depends. So DXY overall very bearish. All the way down to the 1 hour time frame. So we're going to look for this to continue. This is what we're looking at right now. I'll draw a little bit of a support line. Ultimately, boom, right here. This right here is what we need to be broken, this level right now. So let's go over to EU. Let's take a look, because we did put out a little position on this, and I wanted to talk about what we were looking at. We're in some drawdown right now, which is no big deal. But let's bump up to the weekly time frame. So all the way up on the weekly time frame, what we're seeing, again, just a one look right now, and we got to look at candlestick analysis and our key levels. So we have this weekly key level right here forming. We're above this weekly key level right now, so we actually established a new high. And let's just look at candlestick analysis. So again, a lot of rejection, a lot of wicks. So we have this bullish candle, large wick at the top, and then doji, bullish candle, showing some volume, a little bit of volume, and then the following candle was very bearish with a large wick, and then that leads us to where we are now. So again, we're just at the top of this push, and we need to go down time frames just to get a better idea as to what's going on with structure. So as I come down to the daily time frame, overall very bullish, has been bullish all the way since this broke back here, May 27th. So this thing has been bullish. We've been looking for buys this entire time, down to the 4-hour time frame now. 4-hour time frame has been bullish as well, very bullish, forming higher highs. Let's just break down. We've been breaking down this area multiple times, and I've been going over this again and again and again, trying to get an idea of what we're going to do right now, what moves going to make right now. And, much similar to GU yesterday, we have to keep in mind, guys, right now, basically, we are at a potential high or low area. We're looking for entries. We've got our stops, in good spots. Keep in mind, what are we looking to happen right now? We are looking for price to push and to make a new higher high. So we made a new higher high here, pulled back, made this higher low right here, made it, retested this high, made another higher low, retested this low, came up, made this higher high, pulled back. Now we are looking for that next higher low. If I bring on the fibs from our low to our high, we're retesting 78.6 levels, 61.8 levels, a little bit of consolidation in this area. But ultimately, where are we looking to get? We're looking to get up here to negative 27. That is ultimately where our projections lie. That is where we're looking for this market to push. Unless this 4-hour level is broken right here, and we get that retest, then we're going to look to go short. Then we're going to look to go to the downside. So right now we've got structure forming here. And we have, more importantly, structure ultimately formed right there, very solid. So that's what we're basing this on right now. So let's go down now to the lower time frame, down to the 1 hour, and take a look. Back when I took this entry, what I was really focused on, especially on this chart right here, was, let's bring this into focus a little bit more, was basically this morning star right here got us back above the moving averages. So that was holding pretty well. And then down to this 4 hour time frame, we had the cross, then we had the pullback, and we had this 4 hour engulfing, huge engulfing. So that was a lot of conviction for me. Looking back on this, like always, like we tell you guys, I'm constantly reevaluating entries. Where could I have gotten in on a better entry? Everything like that. Even when it goes, straight into profit, whatever. Always evaluate your trades. Look for the best entries possible. And right here, I see we had this wall, this 1 hour level of resistance. Ultimately, I could have waited for some sort of break of this level, more established break, followed by a retest, and then gone long on this. So again, always just trying to improve upon our entries. The idea right now is definitely still really solid. And we got our stops. Like I said, stops are really below this low. So we're in a good spot. We got a lot of support in our favor right now. It is approaching the end of the week. So we'll see if we can get some movement before then. But that is EU right now. That's the idea. Unless these lower levels break, we're going to continue long opportunities, and we're going to watch the 4 hour and see how the 4 hour is playing out. And yeah, I mean, that's what trading is. There's going to be times of drawdown. At the end of the day, guys, the reason why me and Nick are able to stay in this game as long as we have, and we inevitably will, is because I see drawdown, and I am just excited at the fact of getting the result of my idea. Like, I've done the work. You know what I mean? I've done the work. I've analyzed. I've evaluated the risk reward on the situation. And regardless of what happens, guys, I am excited to see the result. We're risking 1%, so we know our risk management is in play. You know what I'm saying? We know that the strategy inevitably over time will return, rewards. So you guys got to be excited. I actually saw something yesterday where someone on Instagram, they said that they were like, you got to do something. The reason why I teach is because trading is, if you don't do something besides trading, you'll like die of boredom or you'll kill yourself or something. And there was a lot of negative feedback to that post. And I was like, this guy is so stupid. Like, I trade because I enjoy, it's fulfilling for me to take, like, I like the game, the strategy, behind taking positions, executing, holding, being patient. Like, that's why I'm trading. Like, I don't know, like, obviously the money's involved as well, which is great reward, great reason why I entered. But yeah, that just confused me. It's like, why do something that's torturing yourself on a daily basis? That's pretty weird. So let's go over to UCAD. Let's bump up to the weekly time frame. Boom, weekly time frame overall, weekly trend is bullish. We're coming now. We've been descending for quite some time on this pullback. We're coming to this 200-day. We're showing some rejection on it. I'm ultimately looking for us to continue lower to this demand zone right here. This is where this push opened up. I think sellers need to come back into this area, back to this monthly key level. But let's go down time frames and see. Down to the daily time frame, starting to just get, along this whole entire trend, we have been maintaining a bearish structure down to the 4 hour, which we'll see in a second. And ultimately, this thing was in a little bit of a rectangle, then pushed lower, and I'm looking for that to continue ultimately. So on this 4 hour time frame, this is pretty much what we're looking at. We go over this so many times. Lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, push to a new low, establish this lower high. Now we're within this area. Again, a lot of consolidation, but what I would consider this to be would be some sort of rectangle pattern that we just broke out of. So ultimately, where I'm looking to enter is whenever there's crosses like this, I'm bumping down time frames, looking on the 30 minutes, seeing if there's any areas where we can show some execution. And what I'll do is I'll constantly go back. I'll go back to previous situations, and I'll hop on the chart and say, okay, was there an entry opportunity there? In this case, all along the zone, as I bump back up to the 4 hour, we had the cross right there, the retest. On the lower time frame, there was no real pullback. So for me, according to my rules, there was no real entry. And then we had this right here. Basically, we had the cross there. As soon as that starts to cross, I'm up on the 30-minute time frame, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the pullback. I'm saying, oh, okay, are we going to form some sort of structure? In this case, we did. We started to pull back just like this. And then where are we looking to enter, guys? This is me. Say I was back testing right now. Where am I looking to enter? As soon as I see this cross, see how this is still maintained? No entry. No entry yet. And then as soon as this thing crosses, boom, like this, we had a little bit of a cross. And even here, there was double confirmation. We had, let's just go back one. Personally, like for my rule right here, yeah, this isn't crossing quite yet. But look, we had double top, large wick, what I'm saying, forming this lower high. I'm comfortable. This is where I entered this. I'm comfortable assuming risk after I have on the lower time frame, couple confirmations, double top, cross the moving averages, obviously some bearish variations. This is also 38.2 on the lower time frame fib. So multiple confirmations there, guys, and then went into, some profits here. And now we're seeing, a little bit of a pullback right now. We're getting some nice rejection, but a little bit of a pullback that we're in. Ultimately, what we're forming here is a flag. Boom. So down to this lower time frame, we are forming this flag pattern right now. And ultimately, we're, flag patterns we're looking to break out of this. So UCAD, I'm continuing to look short. If you guys want to get in on this, as soon as this flag breaks, look to get your position lower, stops above this level. Let's bump over now to GU. And GU was a trade I actually gave out on the live session yesterday. This thing was crazy. We're going to go over in a second. Let's just bump up to the daily, all the way up to the weekly. So weekly time frame on GU. Ultimately, we are bearish overall. We're coming up to a resistance level, but we've been bullish until some sort of 4-hour structure breaks. We're going to continue to take buy opportunities when they present themselves. Daily time frame, this was my confluence yesterday. On the daily, basically we had two bearish engulfings in a row, and then this inverted hammer candle right here below the moving averages, and then that follow-up candle was this huge bullish candle, brought us back above the moving averages, guys. That was enough confirmation for me. And then ultimately we had this. I look for this every single time, really on any pair. On the 4-hour, I was looking back into this situation. Basically, this was a 4-hour high or low that formed. And right here we had this high, pulled back, higher low, no real entry at the tops here. So we had another pullback looking for that next higher low. Started to break above, finally broke above, moving averages crossed. And this is like live market. This is what I'm looking at. I'm just waiting on the 4-hour. Boom, this candle forms. I'm like, oh, 30-minute time frame. What's going on down there? Okay, 30-minute just broke. 30-minute just broke structure with that bullish engulfing. But I still need to see some sort of pullback. Then we start to get the cross here. Boom. So this is really where the entry's coming now. The entry's coming right in here as this is pulling back on this higher low. And inevitably, we did have a little bit of an entry. So on the 4-hour, boom, 4-hour engulfing. It retested the moving averages, guys, and engulfed, showing buyers are in control. That is everything I need to enter. And that I basically entered like right here, at this point. Unfortunately, though, looking back in this trade, I put my stops below this higher low, below the 200-day. Normally, normally that works out well for me. I could have put my stops a little bit lower. And why? Because this is higher low that just formed. This is ultimately better structure right here. If I put my stops a little bit lower, price came down, had this wick, rejected the 200-day, and then we started, finding some bullish volume right here. Inevitably, we did end up hitting 2-to-1. So this was the trade given on the live session yesterday. Unfortunately, stops were just a little tight. Stops were a little tight. It's all good. Just looking back, I'm just like you guys evaluating where could I have improved upon that entry. Ultimately, my stops could have been a little bit lower. But at the end of the day, we got tagged out. My stops were literally here, 1.311 80, and we got tagged out by a pit. So yeah, news came in, calls of the wick. I saw a lot of people talking about that. But let's look at it now. Where are we now? Because I don't want to dwell on that position, and you know what I mean. Like, who cares? At the end of the day, we gotta look for the next position, and that's exactly what we'll do. So right now, on the 1 hour, what are we looking for? It's getting tricky. We're kind of approaching this high again on the 4 hour time frame. We're kind of approaching this resistance level again. I want to operate more on the side of caution near this level because ultimately, guys, we need this level to break. We need this upper level to break. So very conservatively on the 4 hour time frame, I'm looking for a break, a retest right here, boom, and then I'm looking to go long. So right now, this is what we're looking for. If you guys want to be more aggressive, right now we're on a pullback. If we get some sort of bullish variation through the higher low right here, even on the 30-minute, I would stick to the 1 hour. If we break these moving averages, start to make a higher low right now, then I'll look for some sort of buy opportunity. Let's go over to USEF. Right here, let's bump up. I had some positions marked on here again. Let's start on the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, we're coming to this low. We're really, we're getting ready to pull back. We haven't broken structure yet, but look at the weekly time frame. We're at this key level. We're getting a lot of wicks, getting this little bit of a doji spinning top candle down to the daily time frame. We're starting to pull back. We continue to reject this level, but we're starting to find support again at this level. And then down to the 4 hour, this is ultimately where we're at. 4 hour time frame, forming lows, lower high, lower low. Then we made this lower high right here. So yesterday I had marked this. Right now we're waiting for a break of this level. I'm not even in on a position on this. We're waiting for a break of this level, boom, to go long. But on the flip side, guys, if we were to go short, look at the 1 hour. 1 hour time frame, not a lot of volume, but we're making lower lows, lower high, lower low, retest to the low. Ultimately, no matter what on the 4 hour or the 1 hour, we need this area, this zone right here to break. Boom. We need this exhaustion area to break. This is higher time frame structure. So we're looking for the break of this level, followed by the retest. I'm going to adjust this a little bit further. So that's USEF, looking for that either break or rejection of this level. Boom, right here, 200-day getting tested really heavily right now. Let's bump over to NU. We had marked this out, I believe yesterday or even 2 days ago. NU was pulling back a little bit on the weekly time frame. We are bearish, forming lower lows, lower high, lower low, pulling back now, forming this lower high. Look at the rejection, guys, off of the moving average. Look at the doji candle right there. And then down to the daily time frame. Basically, the daily time frame, and this is what people ask is, what if the daily's bullish, the 4 hours bearish? What do I do? I really consider the weekly time frame. Overall, weekly is bearish. Daily time frame is definitely very important. Daily is very bullish. But once the 4 hour starts to shift time frames, that's what. And if that's in line with the weekly, that's when I'll try to trade that trend, pretty closely. As we can see right now, this 4 hour time frame is not only being tested. We just broke that trend line. Ultimately, now we're all the way up at this supply zone right here. Yeah, do you guys like the background? It's nice. It's a nice touch. Oh, dude, Nick, you're chilling, man. This guy's
Yeah,
off
dude,
the coast right now.
relaxing.
Holy shit.
Waiting for this
So
hurricane.
good.
Dude.
Oh
Well, I'm on
my
a different
god.
coast.
All right, so right now we're up at this supply zone. We either need to break above this level, you know what I'm saying? Find the pullback. We're not going to enter here, guys. Don't be taking sniper entries at the top and just putting your stop losses up here. Like, I never really agreed with that. It doesn't like, price action isn't telling you anything. You're trying to tell the charts what to do. Like, you're trying to say this is the top. Like, you're not you know, you don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
there's so many variables. There's so many
we have
variables that it's like,
opposite.
how can you say this is the top? Like it's not the top. Like I guess I get risk reward and everything like that, but do you want to trade like that over and over again and really not know why? You know, not have a real like rule set built out as to why you're hitting stop losses and stuff. Like I feel like that's very frustrating. So try to stay away from that. Ultimately, right now, you know, looking at this area, boom, looking to find some rejection. Either of this zone drop like 5 million pips. I'm just going to find rejection in this area, you know, or break above, retest, and entry. So that's all the pairs I'm going to go over for today. EU, UCAD, GU, USEF, NU. I'm going to update in the premium analysis for you guys. You know, some opportunities when they present themselves for today, and I'm going to bump up to the start here section for you guys that are new. If you want to get in on the premium analysis, it's only $7. So, you know, definitely take advantage of that. I'm going to pass the baton over to Nick.
All right.
Stop sharing.
Thank you.
Boom. Dude, your background is like fucking sick. It looks like you're at the beach.
Phenomenal.
Hold on, I gotta figure out my audio. My audio is so beat right now.
Maybe it's a headset.
You can share here.
Maybe
I
you're
can share
output
up.
it. Too. All right, guys. So yeah, chilling
All
on the
right, I
beach.
just yeah.
It's been a good week.
What's up?
All right, guys. So we're gonna start off. I mean, Angelo just did DXY, so it's gonna be a light recap, just kind of reiterating what he covered. That we are now bearish. We had a major daily transition as this bullish trend turned into a bearish trend, and confirmed it, you know, by consolidating below this monthly zone. Right. So we're getting some lower highs below. Not confirmed structure yet, so that's really what we're waiting on. We have two potential scenarios supporting our bearish sentiment. One being pull back to structure, which is the 38.2 right here. Then we get a reversal, and then you know, we're looking for continuations, lower highs to the downside, or price action momentum. You know, just pushes price action through this range right now. You know, or after this consolidation is done, we get a break below, confirm lower highs, and then further bearish movement. Right now, it's definitely looking super bearish. Again, we had this huge bearish leg, fake breakout of the range, pulled back. Now we're getting some consolidation again. Some lower highs are presenting themselves over here, and then this is also in itself a lower high on this time frame. So yeah, we're looking super bearish, which is good. I mean, it kind of supports all the analysis for the other, you know, majors, a bearish DXY. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. For us to even consider any long opportunities or change of trend on DXY here, we want to see a break back above this monthly zone, back above 95 flat, and confirm with a higher low above that zone. 1 second. This allergies.
He's off again. The infamous allergy man. Yeah, so you guys that want to get in on the giveaway, just I see you guys already. Put your names in the chat, your Discord name, and I'll get you guys entered in on that.
Never thought I'd have allergies at the beach, you know? But here we are.
Dude's crazy, man. Hawaii's nuts.
That's a vibe right now. All right, guys. So we're moving on to the next pair, AUD USD. After we, you know, got that DXY analysis in mind. Again, guys, it's always good to stop in on DXY. You know, it controls 80% of, you know, all trade. So it's good to understand what the US dollar is doing and, you know, where it's at on pretty much a day-to-day basis. You know, I'm always checking that chart, seeing if anything different is moved because, again, you know, as we see, you know, DXY drop, we'll see, you know, AU skyrocket and, you know, some other pairs as well. So it's just good to, you know, have that analysis in mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the daily time frame on AU for a second. We are newly bullish on the daily time frame. This 4-hour bullish trend is nothing new. We've been seeing this huge rally on the 4-hour for a while, but I'm saying a new daily trend is now bullish because we broke this monthly. Prior lower highs were here. Key resistance was at this monthly zone at 0.708. We broke through, tested, started getting higher lows, and a wide ascending channel. So let's drop to the 4-hour and take a look at that channel and more current price action. So here it is. Here's that break at the monthly, right? Breaks, retests, gives us higher lows. It's a pretty wide ascending channel, as you can see, right? You know, lots of higher lows, higher highs, not too much higher than the previous. But still good movement so far. So now we had our final higher low was formed over here with this little symmetrical triangle pattern, pushed up, gave us a nice transition of this minor zone, 0719. Clear transition, plenty of long opportunities in there, bullish setups, and that would have been a really great trade. It is technically active, so let's go to the 1 hour. I'll show you guys where we got in. Well, I actually missed this trade, so where we would have got in, but that's fine. So this would technically be an active trade, right? We're making a leg to the upside here. Your entry would have been on a break of this pattern, retest any bullish confirmation in here. Engulfing, Morningstar, exhaustion, final higher low, etc. This is where your entry was, targeting higher. So if you aren't in this trade, let's go over potential scenarios of re-entry, or if a change of trend occurs. Okay, so right now what we're looking for essentially, if you guys want to get in on this, is a pullback. Always. If this thing would register, that'd be cool. There we go. So essentially we want to see some sort of pullback like this. Rid of that zone. Right, some sort of pullback, testing this zone again, or damn near close to it. And then confirmed, higher low with some strong bullish setups. That would be enough to enter on. Stop loss would be about the same, 35 pips to get 150. And that's pretty much, the only opportunity that we can see right now, because this is kind of overextended on the lower time frame. It does need to pull back if it's even, going to. We'll see. So we'll see. But that's AU. Great trade that had occurred. But sometimes you miss trades, but that's what it is. So what needs to happen for us to go short on AU here? As long as we remain above this monthly and in this channel here, we're not taking any short positions. We need to see a break of the channel, a break of this monthly, and we need to see some lower highs below this zone, 0705, the monthly zone. That would give me enough confidence to then go short, because right now, nothing in this market is saying, bears over bulls. It's all bullish pressure right now. So it really needs to prove a lot to, change our overall sentiment. But that's AUD for now. Looking pretty good. What a damn shame, though. Up a little over 50 pips. Or at its max, it was over 50 pips. But it happens, guys. It happens. All right, let's keep going. AJ. All right, so this one's playing out to be pretty good. We're breaking through a key zone. Let's go to the daily first. Right, so overall super bearish until this monthly zone was broken, right? Key resistance is this whole zone right here, especially for this, pretty much this entire chart from all the way over here to the left, May to now. Yeah, this thing needs to break through this zone to give us a confirmed daily, change of trend, transition, which is what we're kind of seeing right now. Price action's pushing through this zone for the first time in a very long time, since May 2019. So let's go and drop to the 4 hour. Zoom in on this. Okay, we have a huge ascending triangle. We know that we have a very strong 4 hour bullish trend. Key resistance is right here at 76 flat, as we spoke about. And here is the break that's occurring right now of this zone. So we're pushing through, right? We formed our final low, final higher low, right at the 75.6 handle. Price action pushed through the MAs, gave us a nice transition, and then took off. And now we're breaking through this zone. So honestly, this is what we want to see. Some sort of retest of this zone, a confirmed higher low. We need to see a confirmed higher low here more than ever. And then we're entering on bullish setups, targeting towards major resistance, and so on. All right, guys, so this one's looking pretty good. Again, as this gets closer to execution, we'll be putting this out in premium analysis. It honestly, today, it really depends on how this plays out. If this waits till, later tonight, midnight, 2, 3 a.m. to execute, we may just scratch this trade for the week, to be honest, because, I'm not too big on taking Friday trades, especially with low volume. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It all depends on how it plays out, how it forms, if it gives us that retest or not. But also, it does have the potential to just kind of surge into the 77.6 handle as well, meaning just a momentum push, but you don't get a pullback. But we'll see. Whatever happens, we're kind of going to be ready for it. So we'll wait on it. Now, to take short positions, we need to see a break of a significant higher low. So this entire zone here, right at the 75.6 handle, I want to see a break and retest of that, confirm lower high below that zone, and then and only then we can change our sentiment from bullish to bearish. Because nothing here says, bearish pressure over bullish pressure. If anything, it's all bullish pressure that we can see. All right, so we'll play this one as we see it develop, but keep an eye out for it. So next we got UJ. This one's looking pretty good too, actually. All right, I'm just reading the chat. All right, so daily time frame first. Super, super bearish, as UJ has been for quite a while. Giant descending triangle, right? Key support being at 106 flat, right down here, this monthly zone. And we saw a break of this zone, right? Don't mind the Corona news. Recent price action is what we're looking at. We recently saw a break, a retest, and it didn't hold. So let's go ahead and take a 4-hour look and kind of inspect that a little bit. Let me clear this up. Okay. All right, cool. So here's that break of that monthly zone. Swift break. We got a final lower high. Price action kind of dropped, melted to a low, pulled back, tested the monthly and key fib level. We thought it had the conviction as we got entry opportunities, but then it went sideways. Kind of just gave us a whole bunch of indecision right at this level. So that was not the real trade. It pulled back, formed what looks like a head, came down, formed a neckline, formed a right shoulder. So it looks like we have an advanced head and shoulders is what it's called, where it's like multi-part shoulders over here. We have one high, two high. But we're just waiting for this to play out. This is still technically valid. But we really want to see some sort of lower high below this monthly zone. I want to see a push of price action to the downside a little more. Then we can get our pullback and enter on a lower high with strong bearish setups. Because right now it's kind of it's in like this little 1-hour trend here where we're getting these higher lows, these higher highs. So we really need to kind of transition out of this and give us some sort of setups below the monthly for us to have enough confidence in this trade. Because we already got faked out once. Right? So we really want to be conservative with this and make sure that it's showing us everything we want to see for a high probability trade. All right, so we're going to wait on this one too. And this one could play out today. It all depends. All depends on these confirmations. But we'll let you guys know in premium analysis. Again, always let you guys know in the community. All right, so what needs to happen for us to go bullish here? If you guys can't see it already, it's a break of 107.4, which is pretty much it's a transition, on this time frame because we're kind of breaking through a level where all these lower highs were established. So we're getting above that zone, especially it's confirmed once you get a higher low above that zone. Okay, that is a clear transition to the upside. Then we can start reanalyzing and considering long opportunities. All right, so that's UJ. Let's get on to EJ here, and then we got gold. Daily time frame first thing, super bullish, guys. The transition took place here from bearish to bullish, right? Huge bearish channel, nice 4-hour bullish channel. But this this daily transition took place right here. Once you saw a break of this weekly, this 121.25 handle, then it confirmed higher low with strong bullish setups. Nice transition there, morning star, and then price action took off, kind of just surged right into this monthly zone. So let's go to the 4-hour and get a closer look. All right, here's that rally, right into the monthly. And then we started consolidating. It started getting a little choppy. Market started going a little sideways. This is a good sign. We do want to see market structure form. So minimum 38.2% fib level has to be hit, which it came damn close to, but we really want to see that body closure right at that level. So I'm still waiting for a pullback, and then a confirmed higher low with like a 1-hour transition to enter on with strong bullish setups. That would be a great trade. Target higher towards significant resistance and the negative 27 fib level. So we're just really trying to ride this trend here. Pretty simple. Trying to enter on good structure formation with the trend on some good bullish setups. That's really textbook. That's really all you could really wish for. And we're just gonna wait on it. All right, but what's interesting here is this zone is pretty much the key zone that we're looking at, because this is where a whole bunch of lows were formed. So this is a pretty significant level, 124 flat. So if we do get a break and retest of this zone with a lower high below 124, we could start taking shorts potentially. Right, this could be a transition of a trend on this 4-hour time frame, and could result in some pretty good trade opportunities. So again, we'll keep you guys updated. We'll always share the analysis with you guys as we see it developing. So, just stay tuned. Let's move on to gold. Final and last. Daily time frame. Super bullish, guys. Like the most bullish chart you'll look at all day. Unbelievable. All right, so let's go to the daily. See what's going on with current price action. So we did get a failed rejection from 38.2. Or failed, depending on who you're asking. In my terms, this is a failed trade. It didn't really give us the reaction from the 38.2 that we wanted to see. Instead, price action kind of just flatlined on this level. Didn't really show us much of anything. Even now, there's tons of indecision candles. So I'm going to play it safe and wait for a 61.8 pullback, or wait for some sort of pattern to form or something. Either way, I'm going to wait for the gold to show me something, because it is just going sideways. A little bit of volume ticks here and there, but nothing crazy. Ideally, a nice pullback to the 61.8 would be perfect. Nice something like this over here. Nice little double bottom. Final retest, good market movement, followed by a higher low and a strong bullish setup. So that would be enough to enter on. A lower time frame transition after a confirmed reversal from 61.8. That would be good to enter on. Target higher towards previous high, right around 2,000. And then obviously higher towards negative 27 fib level and key resistance targets. All right, guys, so that's gold. Looking pretty good. It's definitely moving slow now, though. All right, so quick recap. I covered DXY for you guys, AU, AJ, UJ, EJ, and gold. All right.
So, all right, I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Go for it.
Going for the super share.
Coming to you live from Honolulu.
Here we go. All right, cool. So that is going to conclude the analysis part of our live session. Real quick, we got this little sale going on right now, guys, for our full course membership. So I just want to bring this up, bring it to everyone's attention. Again, I know we go over this every day, but we're pretty much just doing it as people fill the spots. There's only 10 spots. Now there's only 4 left for today. So if you guys want to get in on this discount, on this 40% off deal, just hit us up after this. Everything that's included is going to be the one-on-one sessions, full course, teaching you guys price action, top-down analysis, basically just trying to get you guys to the point where you're back testing more self-sufficient than you are. And I just want to reiterate that with any course, and we're not going to tell you not to buy another course. We're not going to tell you not to. I feel like trading, it's continuous education. It's why me and Nick, a lot of people are like, why do you guys have a course and do you just make money off the course? You know what I mean? Like, people ask that question a lot. The whole reason that I started a course and then Nick started a course was because think about, first of all, to master anything, you need to teach it. Think about the amount of chart time, the amount of extra work me and Nick put in on the fundamentals, on the basics, just by doing one-on-ones with people, just by having these live sessions, just by making these videos. We're continuously reinvesting in ourselves, continuously reinforcing what we know, just to the basics, guys, like all the way to the basics. So, there's merit to that. That's what's in it for us, is that inevitably we're getting better at trading by interacting with other traders and by, again, reinforcing what we know and everything like that. So that's what's in it for us. For you guys, whether you buy our course or another course, I feel like with trading, there's ups and downs. Like, there's points in which you could take one part of someone's strategy, add it to your own, build upon it, or maybe you're a beginner and know nothing. The best thing to do is to get started in a community that's going to support you. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Like Nick said, live from Honolulu, we're chilling out here up in the good life. No, I'm just kidding. But if you guys do want, to get in on this, if you do want to secure a spot, just hit me up. As always, if you guys are unsure, hit up the testimonials. Some people in there will be glad to message you, let you know what the deal is in there. I'm going to check the chat real quick. Looks like we got some people posting more names in here. That's good. Yeah, if you're late, this is completely recorded, about to be posted afterwards. So again, giveaway is going to be live in a little bit. So if you guys want to get in the giveaway, make sure you post your name. I'm going to actually enact a rule starting next week that if you post your name more than one time in the chat, that you're not in on the giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys got to stop posting your name like 20 times. Like, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? No posting your name 20 times in the chat. That's a new rule. Yeah, don't be spamming your Discord name. If you notice, I don't put the names twice, and it makes more work for me. So if you put your name twice in the chat, you're not in on the giveaway anymore. You're canceled. It's canceled culture now.
After this one.
Yeah, you're.
I saw a bunch of doubles.
Dude, look at you, Jay. Oh, look at E.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Oh my god, dude. UCAD's gonna be dumping a little bit.
Yep. Everything's moving right now.
We're on the move. Everyone, get ready.
Yeah.
Oh, we see Youssef. Come on, guys.
Live from Honolulu.
Don't be playing games. This is why we do 8 a.m. So then when we end at 9, you guys see the results. You know what I'm saying?
True.
No, let's go to GJ real quick because for whatever reason everyone wants to see GJ. And this is, guys, if you guys are trying to see GJ analysis, GJ is like 80% correlated with GU. You know what I'm saying? It's like 80, 90% correlated with GU, like almost all the time. So you guys got to remember that as well. Overall in the weekly, again, bonus, for you guys. Overall in the weekly, we've been bullish over the last 8 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking to push up to this confluence area, pretty much right up here to this 200-day. Looking to reject that area, this trend line, this monthly resistance level. Looking to come all the way up there. On the daily, we've been bullish, guys. Had this huge morning star form 2 days ago. Yeah, UJ was on earlier. Huge morning star done 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? This was significant. Down to the 4-hour. Same thing as always, guys. We're looking for 4-hour structure. This got a little bit tricky. 4 actually broke and rejected, and then now we're still heading higher. So as that 4-hour rejected, what do? I bump up to it the daily, bump up time frames. What did the daily do? Large morning star. So that solidifies to me that we're still bullish. Down to the lower time frames, where am I looking to enter? Pretty much, looking for patterns because we're all the way at this top. Got this rectangle pattern forming right here, guys. Looking for this to break, retest. And again, I'm looking for GJ to shoot higher into this weekly area, like the 142, honestly, all the way up here. I'm looking for GJ to come up all the way into that area. Where you always put these price labels, right? 142.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah, that's you. All right, so we're looking for it to come up all the way to this area, this confluence area up here. First we might take a little stop. We'll pit stop at 141. You know what I'm saying? Come up to the.
I got a friend who lives there. We might stop at 141.
Yeah, GJ's he's got a cousin there, so he's probably gonna stop there a little bit. But she's headed, you know what I'm saying? She's headed north. She's definitely headed north, and we'll continue to play this out. So we're gonna hop off. I'm gonna get into some trades. You know what I'm saying? Make some breakfast. Probably hit the water real quick. Get in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? But we'll catch you guys. We'll catch you guys on Sunday. Last live training session of the week. Thank you guys for the support all week coming out to the live sessions. Means a lot to us. Helps Nick sleep at night a little bit. So
that does. All right,
yes.
So enjoy the rest of the week. Happy trading. We're here if you guys need us. All right.
Let's go. Forex League till the death.
Peace
Peace out, guys.